Coming to the next one, that's NEP. Okay, now NEP, we don't need to bother. It has been taken from down to earth. Let's find out what it is. Which of the following is not true in relation to the changes? Now you need to know what is NEP in bit of detail. I'm sure even if you're not an editorial, you have read some of those summaries, right? I think better than summaries are editorials, because editorials provide summaries, but summaries don't provide editorials, right? If you read an editorial, you will get to know all these things like what is the aim of NEP, what is the this, what is that. So you'll be able to answer question number 51. Okay, but even if you didn't read editorial, if you just read one of those fact sheets which you had been circulating earlier, this would have been there. Okay, which of the following is not an aim? Again, you need to know this from your fact sheets. Which of the following is proposed? Fact sheet. Which of the following is not a vertical? One-to-one question. What is the proposed percentage? One-to-one question. Okay, now coming to the next one, SARC. SARC has got like 4 or 5 different like square brackets, 1, 2, 3, 4, which was not the case in others, right? Now, what has been replaced by one? Factual. Which of the following is part of? Factual. Which have been replaced? Factual. Which of the years? Factual. Which of the following credit? Factual. Completely one-to-one based. Okay, this is completely 100% one-to-one based. Okay, no problem. And finally, coming to the topic of a little bit of controversy, what we were discussing, that is the peace deal between Afghanistan and Taliban brokered by Donald Trump. Okay, now, sorry, not Taliban and Afghanistan, UAE and Israel. Taliban and Afghanistan is also a peace deal which is going on, which is being held in Doha and Qatar. That's a separate issue. Here we are talking about UAE and Israel. As you all know, UAE and Israel, I hope you all know, UAE and Israel have been bitter enemies from a long point of time. Okay, they are like situated in the same Middle Eastern region. And Israel, as you know, is not on good terms with any of its neighbors, very few of its neighbors. It is like holding out against all of its, kind of even including Palestine, its immediate neighbor, fighting, for the Gaza Strip, which is very, very small piece of land which connects the two. And that is the most disputed territory probably in whole world, one of the most disputed. So now this passage is talking about, the entire UAE, Israel issue, etc., etc. Taken from Economic Times, very, very common source. Like we said, it's an offshoot of Times of India. Okay, nothing very major, right? Now, which of the following is not a reason for the involvement? uh, Again, this is something which will require an editorial. Okay, if you don't know the deal in detail, if you don't know history of UAE, Israel, Donald Trump, Middle East, this, that, you are not going to be able to answer this question by guesswork, by looking at classes, not going to help you. One-to-one question not going to help you. Beating around the bush is not going to help you. You need to know the logic and the reasoning behind it. Okay, if you have read an editorial, well and good. If you have not, you can't answer. If you have read an editorial, but it is not exactly directly related to this topic, still it will give you some guidance, because you will have a broad issue, broad knowledge of what is going on. Okay, so if you see here, the US is seen as a major role player in the peace deal. Which of the following is not a reason for US in the deal? The deal grants a diplomatic win ahead of presidential election. Now, this is true. This is a fact, because Donald Trump also went to. Can anyone tell me anything else which Donald Trump did as a diplomatic win? Some very unprecedented step that Donald Trump took, which had never taken before by anyone to gain a diplomatic win. Anyone? Yeah, go ahead. Does anyone know? He actually was, yeah, go ahead, Shantanu.
So he made peace with North Korea?
Exactly. He made peace with North Korea. He was the first US president to actually step foot on North Korean soil. He went inside North Korea. Can you imagine? He actually went inside North Korea. North Korea was a country which used to say, we will kill all the American presidents, death to America, this, that, we have got a nuclear bomb planted on the White House, things like this. And he went there. He actually went to North Korea. He brokered a peace deal with Kim Jong-un, right? And one thing about like Kim Jong-un, he doesn't travel by plane, just like his father. His father used to be very scared of flying. So he built train corrections everywhere. So the maximum you can go from train from North Korea, you cannot go to US, right? You can only go to like neighboring countries. So they met in Vietnam, they met in Singapore, where Kim Jong Un could arrive by train. So Donald Trump actually made the effort to go all the way from US to Vietnam just to meet Kim Jong Un, right? Because that guy would not be willing to come there, so he came over here. Right. So these kind of things are diplomatic wins. Even coming 17 hours flying to India just for 2 days, it was such a big diplomatic win. Like India kind of took it very well. Like, you know, in India, he was revered a lot for coming over here, you know. So these kind of things you need to know in order to be able to answer this kind of question. Okay. Which of the following is true? Again, same kind of question. Which of the following is not a direct question? In fact, same kind of question. Peace deal, which of the following is not related to strategy? Again, the same kind of questions. Which of the following is not correct? This is a one-to-one question. Okay, there is no constitution but a basic law. Okay, Israel is a theocratic Jewish. Accordingly, it has each religious again. It's a one-to-one general knowledge question. Okay. So basically, we have seen that the last passage is pretty much completely logical reasoning based, and the one before that was completely one-to-one based. And we have seen like more or less it's a combination of one-to-one, beating around the bush, and logical reasoning kind questions. But what we have finally deduced from it is that editorials are the key to success, not only for CLAT but also IELTS and all the other exams. Okay, so in GK, please focus on editorials. Read 10 editorials a day. It won't affect you a lot. Reading one editorial takes maybe 10 or 15 minutes. If you spend 1 or 2 hours reading GK editorials, that's more than enough for you. Okay, you don't need to mug up long lists of GK topics and this and that, which won't help you, won't give you any benefit, not even in IELTS and everything. Okay, if you read editorials, that will be good enough for your IELTS and all also. Okay. So that's pretty much it for this paper. That's pretty much it for the GK section. Okay.